All right, let's get this party started. All right, so we're gonna pretty up these notifications, these validation messages, and we're gonna have to implement some sort of hydrator that hydrates and checks each field upon one of the fields updates or one of the fields changes, just so we could make sure that if there's any other fields that have been changed, we're ensuring that we get the most up-to-date error message for that coincides with that particular field. So it's cool that we abstracted this out, but I think I would rather want this error message tied to the input itself. So I might, which I kind of already have implemented. I'm adding a class, error class to these fields, and then we could just add like a red border around it. But I also want to tie the message related to that underneath that particular field that is associated to. So I think that's what we're going to be working on today and wrapping it up. I really do think we'll be able to finish this by the end of today and begin the whole process of onboarding these user accounts. So let's get started. All right, so to do this, we're gonna have to hook it right into the events, the on change events. So that's occurring. Let's just open up all this is our validator actually. We want to go to our builds. These are our keys, and these are our new. It's right here. That's where we're doing our callback. Perfect. So this is essentially our onChange function. CB. And then here we're emitting our change directly to our onChange prop, which we set right here, which then communicates with our top level component. We kind of want to hook onto that. We still want to do this, but we also want to do an additional task, and that is we want to rebuild the value that we're sending. We want to kind of send all the errors that encompass the form, but for now I think it's fine to leave it just the one field that we're working on. So let's do this. Let's see what we actually have access to here, and see if we actually have to change. So we're getting target, current target, and this has to be the form itself. So another way we could do this is with that event, we could possibly convert that event into an actual web form HTML element, and we could possibly input on change action, which will affect Let's see this. All right, so what we need is form element, right? Let's see, HTML4 elements. Let's see what exactly we have access to. Action, getter, set action, setter for action. Let's see what that reference to. So property represents the action of the form. The action of the form is a dispatch events right here, and then we pass it an event. Okay. So for shits and giggles, let's see if we could do this. Store that. I'm going back here. Once that finishes loading. Is that all? Yeah. Okay. Definitely not that. HTML. We'll do this for now, just so we can have a type. It's probably not going to unwrap properly, but that is totally fine. Oh, did I forget? Yeah, I did. We'll just clone this as we're testing. Okay. Form that dispatch. Oh, I have to unwrap it. go. Definitely unwrapped 103. That was expected. Yep. All right. So we go that target. Another way we could do this, we could do the get query selector, and we could kind of, what's the form ID? Come on. We have access to self. Yep. So what's up, Unstoppable? How you been? Get elements by ID. Oh man, hope everything's good. Form ID. Let's first check if this is providing us some sort of option. Oh man. Hope you have someone to talk to. Construct. Got you. So I don't even need a clone. I could just do as string and we should be good. Yeah, I hope everything is okay. Form. Oh, totally, I get that.
Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. I know, man, passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. My way. Cause I found my way. My way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. 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 I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay.
Fields, iterator. Where the hell are you? Where are you coming from? Or is there no error? I'm just seeing an old one. No. Field output iterator. Field output. What line is that? 1, 2. Input. Oh, I see. Know why I have to do this, but that should be fine. Okay, here we go. So still not maximum call size exceeded. Yeah, that may be the best thing to do. To see if everything's okay. It always helps to talk to someone. Form. Got it. Okay, so let me do this. I'm in a for loop right now. Right? On an on change right here. Dispatch events should be totally fine. If let's okay. Alright, I think this is good. I do have a feeling this is being triggered more than once though. Just to see if I'm sending the right object, I'm just gonna do this number on it. Alright. Okay. So we're definitely, yeah. So let me try something. How many events are being triggered here? Well, I'm triggering events on the form, a change event, and I'm kind of, oh boy. See what's going on. Got you. I know exactly what's going on. Let's do this. Actually, let's remove this. Let's do this. Alright, let's actually paste this. We're just causing an unlimited loop, infinity loop. Let's think through this. The issue is it's only sending me the events for that particular field and not the actual form. It's very inconvenient. And then the event itself doesn't have anything that I mean, that's going to give me the event type, which I know is a change already. Property is enumerable. Current target. I mean, the current target is label to local string. That's going to give me the input value. Let's just make sure, because I'm sure it's just giving me the field itself. Let's borrow that just so we're making sure our other changes don't break. Oh. Oh, something. What the hell? That makes sense. Oh, it's giving me an event. Current target. Only we could receive. I mean, honestly, I could probably do this. Let's do it like that. All right. So we're gonna create a function called hydrate form, and we're gonna simply loop through the form. Hydrate. Self. We may have to bring this into the function itself, unfortunately. All right, so we have a loop of all the fields here. So we could essentially pull our keys in, which we'll probably do. We'll do so we're not messing with anything. Or I could just do this. Keys. Should be already an iterator, right? I assume. All right. So our keys are essentially our input identifiers. So I'm just gonna do doc equals window dot document. Let's unwrap this first. Right. That query selector format. It's gonna be input name equals that. Then this is gonna be key. Right. It's going to exist regardless because it exists in the keys. So let's say field. And then now we have to DOM. We're going to do field already unwrapped it. right. Should be sufficient enough. I shouldn't have to declare it twice. Expected string, found string. Got you. We'll just do that number on it. Okay. What are you talking about? Oh, my fault. 4. Alright. That should be good enough. I'm curious, actually. Let's do this. Field dot unwrap dispatch. I can. Nice. Without even instantiating the object type. That works for me. So we'll create an event. New. I just want to change. That's all I want to send. And then we'll just you're obviously going to exist because I just created you. So alright, do you need me to do another unwrap? Sure, we'll unwrap you. Hydrates never used. That's expected. So what I need to figure out, I don't need you anymore. This is perfect. Let's just call back. Do I need any of this? Nah, we're good. We're good with that. Make sure something. Yeah, no, that's not useful. All right, so we're technically bringing all our form inputs. I could also do one more thing to ensure I'm getting the right thing. I could kind of do this, right? And pass self.id. Just clone this just so we're not, right? And then we do key. And this will ensure that I'm pulling the forms within this current, pulling the fields for this current form, because we don't know if there'll be a form on the page that has the same name. Yeah, this is nice. Okay. I have to figure out if I could clone a function. Okay. Yeah, I could do that. I could definitely wait. I could definitely do that. Just take this out of keys. Right. There we go. This will be ID string. Right. Oh, this is still gonna cause an issue. All right. So I can't put it within my callback. I changed callback. So then just loop through everything. That's the only way we could do it. We could do it that way. We could do it that way. Yeah. Let's put this back in scope. Right. We'll do that. We'll make sure this is self.keys. We'll make sure this is self.clones. Right. And here our updates on submission, on create form submission. We'll do, did I add the create form to, hold on a second. Yeah, I did. Perfect. Cool. All right. On create form submit, we'll hydrate it before self create that hydrate. Perfect. And then if self dot errors dot len or is empty. We'll hydrate it first. We'll check if it's empty. Okay. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Password does not match. That's fine. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Test. Errors cleared up. Right. Damn it. 131. $345. This is what's in our error. Just valid. So if we go test 1 2 3 exclamation, test 1 2 3 exclamation points, right? Let's clear this out for ease of read. Bring this up. So we're still getting objects here. Oh, it's not gonna be empty. We just need to check if errors iterate, filter, predicate, E, validator, filter. It's a long ass filter. We'll do v dot our validator is an array. Oh, well, that will be very unwrap. And then we could filter. Iterate. Right. Then we could do filter. Right. This simple test to see what we could do with this. Dot valid, and we're looking for anything that's not valid. That's there. That's that filter. All right, perfect. And then we just do collect. Right. That. Okay, just do an anonymous type for now. Length is greater than 0. This is break this down. Cut. Collect right here. This vector. Length. Okay. That's fine. Probably want to collect this after the fact as well. Right. Wait, do I need to do this? Let's just make sure. Right. Yep. Vector. Field values. What's up, Danny? Not per. I mean, I'm trying to build a SaaS, not really a startup, but you never know. It can lead to it. Leaving my options open, I guess. Can I move out of the e-validator? That's fine. We'll clone this guy. Alright. For now, this will do. Error list. Test 1 2 3 exclamation point. Test. Exclamation points. Let's put some valid data here just so we could test this form. Hydrated just to get perfect. All right, so this is definitely that log right there, 345. We're definitely getting a vector of field values. So let's go ahead and instantiate that. Cannot be built from iterator over. I think I need to get clones and then collect. Yeah, that's the trick. List that is empty. Alright, we'll yank this guy. And see what this gives us. That there. There. I mean, it's gonna exist. Yeah, Rust Analyzer just doesn't like how I'm writing this. Has to be a better way if it's screaming at me this hard. Let's test it out though. Test 1, 2, 3, 4 exclamation. Test. Okay. Okay. Test 1, 2, 3, 4 exclamation point. Alright, let's see. Password does not match. Try that again. Test 1, 2, 3, 4 exclamation points. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear this guy. Array is perfect. Exactly what we want. So only if when it's empty we want to do that. Filter. Yeah, it's my air for sure. What's up, FP dude? I'm glad you like it. I like it too. It's pretty freaking awesome. Thanks for the follow. I'm gonna test this with actual data. 1, 2, 3, 4. Test 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I'm gonna give it a real email. Let's give it a shot. So there's still password does not match. So at some point I mistyped that. Perfect. All right, so we're validating our stuff successfully. We're checking our error list, and then we're rehydrating the form. So I'm actually tempted to pull this into our actual form now. So what we'll need to do is create a closure, a callback. To create another callback, which will allow us to do that action. Submit. I'm positive this on submit is it's a focus event. Let's just make sure. Let's go to our view. Great. On submit right here. Yeah, it's a focus event. Yeah, for anyone interested, I'm building out the different components for my SaaS application. So, for instance, on the right you'll see the login page, right? The user is presented with, their dashboard upon login. I've been building out each individual components, the routing, the sidebar, and a custom feedback widget that allows individuals to actually leave feedback on any website that this may be installed on. And essentially what will happen is once they go through the wizard funnel, for instance, if they want to leave a video feedback, they could go in and actually click through it. All written in Rust, yeah. Right? And let's do something real quick. Let me turn on my secondary camera just so you guys get an idea of what this actually does. So with that on, we go to the next page. Here it's telling us we have a little issue, and that's just because my camera is currently in use, so I have to actually use a third camera. So essentially what I'll do is I will go and select my EOS website webcam utility, and that will just basically convert my DSLR into an actual camera that I could use. And once that's situated, now you see my camera here. A little preview of what's going on. Right, and then right here you see like a microphone frequency tester, basically allowing you to see if your microphone is working and stuff. And from there you go back and you can actually jump in and record a little clip. So what I basically implemented was the ability to allow an individual to record their feedback and send it to the company's dashboard. So essentially, if a user wants to leave a feedback, they could they could talk, and there's a visual output. And if they want to pause and think about what they're saying, they could pause and then continue with the record, you know. And then, but what happened in the end is they could want to leave a feedback, they could play it, review it, listen to it, and if they like what they see, they could then submit it. But let's say if they don't like what they see, they would go and actually edit their clips that they already recorded. So they could discard the last clip that they recorded, which will allow them to like break up their video in different segments and remove like the last segment. And then they could re-record their last segment by simply recording, you know, re-recording it. So now they don't have to re-record the entire video. They could just record the segment that, you know, they want to edit. And then from there they could submit, and then that gets stored in the data in the dashboard, just like this. And everything, you know, I've been just building out the components that I will need. So like the tab component, the grid component, which allows you to easily filter through leads. I believe there's an issue with it because it's not properly filtering my leads, but yeah. But yeah, that's essentially what I've been working on right now. I'm working on the onboarding process for the clients, and basically I'm just trying to build out the form validator. So when I first began, I built a form builder that would allow, you know, like a developer to pass a struct to the actual form builder, and then the form builder will then be constructed, grab all the options and rebuild it in a HTML into the HTML DOM. And I just finished working on validation, so it's really cool stuff. I'm almost there. I'm almost done with it. I have a few little things I need to work on and fine tune, but yeah. I mean, they're nothing too crazy. Like it's like two cheap little 4K monitors. I got like one 4K first popped off. These still work and function. One is actually shitting on me right now, but they're Spectra. They're not like all that or anything. I have an LG, a Samsung actually, on my right, which is probably better than both of these guys. So let's go ahead and test this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Submit. Perfect. Did it work? No, it didn't. What's the error? Password does not match. See, that's an issue. Test. Right. I'm still running into validation issues, so it's not all working out as intended here. Test 1, 2, 3. It's saying passwords do not match. I'm wondering if the states one, two, three, four. Yeah, I think my change broke that. See, I kind of like over-engineering things. I don't know. I like torturing myself. I could have probably just did server side validation, just shot back what they're missing. But I'm like, I want to actually build this form builder because I think it will be very useful for future projects. The more I can leverage on the client side is personally optimal, especially since I'm using Rust. Where are we? Let's go back to our form real quick because I need to hydrate this guy. Test. Three, 4, exclamation point. That's valid. $259. Let's go back to what I had. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what you're talking about. What's the password? Where are we? Where are we? This is the password right here. We'll just copy this guy. Hmm. This is not accurate enough. So this is for sure working. Yeah, this definitely needs to be changed. How will I do this? On view.
You pull me closer, but don't waste your time. Don't have any time for all your empty lies. I used to
Let's go
think
to our
that you were
create
mine.
on change, which is down here.
I'll call your friends, I'll let them know that I'm so done with the tragic boys. Tonight I'll get into my zone. I'll dance until the
So my problem is I'm not removing it.
no time for bad love, bad love, bad love. I'm dancing all these tears away. No time for bad love, bad love, bad love. I'm dancing all these fears away. Don't need you. Leaving you just made me realize all the things I used to sacrifice.
Event ID.
Just to please you, just to call you mine. But look at me now, I have the time of my life. I'll call you
If
friends, I'll let
event
know
that
I'm done with the tragic boys. Tonight I'll get into my zone. I'll dance until the tears are gone. No time for bad love, bad love, bad love. I'm dancing all these tears away. No time for bad love,
I'm overcomplicating this object. And I'm doing it for a reason.
Time for bad love, bad love, bad love. I'm dancing all these tears away. No time for bad love, bad love, bad love. I'm dancing all these fears away. Don't need you. Bad love, bad love, bad love. No time for bad love, bad love.
Okay. Well, that changed. Alright, so let's do this for now. I don't like this at all, so that's changing. Field value. Still outputting field value, even though you're not. Okay. Build values. Okay. Yeah, no.
Meanwhile, let's get
310. Where are you? Right here. I get that. All right, so we're just gonna go like this. There we go. We're not put that empty thing for now. Totally fine. All right. So for in okay. First thing we're gonna do, data that's valid, right? If it is valid, if it's valid equals true, what we want to do is we want to remove it from our array. So we kind of have to check to see if it exists. Errors that iterator clone filter, right? We're gonna do e.id. Or let's do this. True. Oh man, I left my BRB message up. Alright, so now we're dealing with persistence. So we're hydrating our message. On submit, where are you? No, actually we're not. We're just passing it. I didn't even check. Yeah, so I don't even need to do any of this anymore. I could just simply check the length of error. back. Where are you getting a link from? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. All right. So the next play is to properly set this guy. So self.errors length, or I could just do is empty. Because if it's empty, we submit. If it's not empty, we do not. Test. Just copy this guy. We'll remove the symbol. Password must at least contain one. Confirm password does not match. And since there's no change, I wonder, oh, I keep doing this. I wonder if we change our form event from on change to on blur. Is that a possibility? A possibility. Where are we? Where's view? That's our function. Oh, it has to be around here. Yeah, right here. I mean, let's test it out. On blur. Ooh. Yeah, that might be an issue. Events may not provide an appropriate expected a focus event. Okay. All right. with that said, I could hydrate. I could hydrate now. Oh, this is great. We could hydrate directly from here. So we're gonna need ID, which will be a string. We'll need keys, which will be our hash map. And then we need, what do we need? We have keys, we have IDs. I think that's all we need. All right, we then just have to set this guy to keys and then set this one to IDs. And that should be sufficient enough. So now on blur, we can do form. We could literally do exactly this. Right? Paste this here. But this right here will be fields is what? Fields. Yeah. This will be fields dot clone. Then we have to bring in our, I think we have it, so let's just bring this in. I don't think I have this accessible. May have to readjust that a little bit. And now we have this. Right. Expected 3 arguments. No, I'm not trying to use you. We're trying to hydrate. Yeah, I'm actually gonna need this here. Where are we? We have our field type. We have our key. Oh wait, no, we need our form ID. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Let me see. I feel like I'm creating this already. We'll just put it up here. Form ID equals self dot ID. There we go. There we go. And then we're gonna need to do this guy. We have one error here. Perfect. All right, so this should be, I think this one might be really close. So what's the error? Oh. $2.15. $2.15 right here. Wait, $2.15. Password does not match. Oh boy. There's definitely something going on here. Get started. Maybe I should do this regardless. Right? Yeah, and end of the day, all right, cool. Okay. That is kind of the issue there is the validator isn't working. Log. Alright. Validator. Okay, we'll do that. It's valid. Alright, so it's not valid. And it's not being added. So these guys should definitely be added there. Yeah, that's not really efficient. Oh. Ha. That's funny. Alright, let's do this real quick. My previous logic was correct. This should be working, but why is it stacking regardless? If it is valid, we want to remove it if it exists. Right. Let's do this real quick. Let's yank this guy. Let's paste that right there. Alright. We'll borrow our index real quick. Remove you. Valid. Right. Password does not match. Okay. That's fine. I got 2. I should get How are you adding? Oh, that kind of does make sense. Because I'm pushing it, even if it's false, but I'm not really removing it if it already exists. So might as well. That makes sense. Totally. I just feel like I'm doing a lot of the same stuff. I could do this if validator is valid. No. So, what am I doing? We want to index remove. Okay, what was the difference between... I did this already. Did this already. I'm just going blind. We're looping through it. We're removing if it exists already. Oh. Yeah, I know what the issue is. Oh boy. I know exactly what it is. It's you. This is what's causing the issue. Field ID. Oh, let me see. If e.id equals validator, right, ID and e messenger, right? Let's break this down. Or if let's do this. Or validator equals, see, this is not appropriate. So all right. This is doable. This is definitely doable. All right, so we're doing this number. We're here. We're setting our field value. Here we're setting our message here. Um, what if we were to just put our message all the
What's your
time?
story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive.
Okay. Let's redo this.
Weakness? What's your type?
Okay.
Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection.
That should have.
Lights a spark.
See, this should have hydrated.
We dance in the dark. We're dreamers. We live it. We're dreamers. We're doing this in our own way.
See, that resulted.
We come
The hydrator didn't do the trick.
something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that
So close. Super close. Alright. So now all we have to deal with is hydration, which is happening in our callback level right here. Well, it's probably this guy right here, 216. 216. All right, so what's going on here? So we're converting our sets, input elements, so we could do let, and not even change much. We just do that. And it's an option, so we have to wrap that guy, right, with a sum. That. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Password does not match. Password matches now. What is 212? Hold on. What? No. 2, 1, 2. You're the guy. If let some ID what are you looking for? What are you talking about? Input found a new string. Oh, my fault. Password does not match. It should match now. So we have this event. Infos. This is our keys. Everything okay? We got here our keys. Let's make sure we're borrowing this guy so we don't mess up our other things. Actually, I want to do keys dot keys. I want to see what keys it's giving me. That's good. Getting all the fields. Okay. So input name. That's a strange one. $220. $220. Where are we? This guy. Field value ID. Of course, it's not being set because it's not here. Yeah, social media could do that to people sometimes. But why isn't there an input ID? All right, let's do this. Let's check out what input it's giving me. It's obviously triggering this. Oh. All right. Remove. See, it should hydrate all the fields. Once I go like this, I mean, sometimes it's for the best. I mean, it's kind of hard. I don't know where you are in life, but there's a lot more fish in the sea, if you know. She could be, letting you off easy, or she could be, she's probably just doesn't know yet. You never know. You have to do what's best for your mentality, for your well-being. see. At least one symbol. Password doesn't match. Why? Why? All right. Input elements. For sure. That makes no sense whatsoever. See, there's a name. I should use that instead regardless. Two, two, one. What do you mean 221? 221.
I got all the signs, but I couldn't run then. I don't blame myself.
215. Oh, my fault.
I know that's how they do it. They drag you in just to leave you feeling stupid. Hey, don't call me up. I know you know what you did, so I'm turning the radio up. Don't wanna hear it's too late for apologize. Lately I've realized that what goes around comes back around.
There we go.
What goes around comes back around. You should never
Vape Juice Jordan. Wow.
excuses.
It's It's an honor, man. Welcome to the stream.
towards you, the one he loses. I know they seem to understand now, but they will never change.
Yeah. Been doing this for about 60 days. Trying to get the community going, you know. I'm struggle busting right now on some Rust.
It's too late for apologize. Lately I've realized that what goes around comes back around.
This makes no sense whatsoever. Only happens on focus though.
Looks so pretty on the outside.
Oh.
Eyes of an innocent one. You can never tell at the first.
It's more of a web sys issue.
Leave the lessons for you.
I kind of know what's going on because I have a unblur event on my form, and I think by me clicking on the button area and unfocusing it causes this error right here. Just really, see, I'm unfocusing off of something. I did it. I used on change, but yeah. So right here at the top right, that's where my WASM is being compiled by trunk. And then I get compiler runtime errors directly there, but like for like web-based errors, like web API based errors, it shows up in my console log based off of how the logic is written out. And usually the errors occur during like something being unwrapped, because there's no safety implemented just yet on here on my code. No safety checks just yet. It's been fun. I'm not gonna lie. Like I like the adventure, the turmoil I feel when I run into errors, you know, because you know it's kind of like a new experience, new hurdles, I guess, whatever. It's been fun, to say the least. I mean, Rust is a different beast, different way of thinking about things. There's definitely a learning curve. You kind of have to, especially if you're doing web-based stuff, you kind of need to understand like concurrency and like ownership and when things are available. And I mean, I've seen your streams. You'll be able to get a hold of it fairly easy, man. You just have to understand like ownership. The only thing that I would probably like look into is probably WebSys. I don't know what your next job is, but you haven't shared it to anyone. But I would research probably WebSys because they have a different way of like working with web APIs. Like for instance, you have to kind of like wrap your things within like closures. You have to instantiate your closures and then utilize your closures within your element callbacks, you know. And then sometimes those closures have a future, and then you have to like wrap it in a promise, you know. Well, it returns a promise, and then you have to wrap it into a future. It's a hurdle, but once you understand like the little ins and outs, the little things about it, the caveats, you start like creating these patterns in your head. But so far, like the most struggle bus thing I've faced so far was this video component, and like just trying to build out like the ability to, you know, output errors, you know, within this like within the system properly, you know, catching them and providing a good user experience. It's definitely like you have to do a lot of extra things, I'm not gonna lie, just to get things to work. But performance wise, you kind of see it, because you could run a lot of the heavy load or heavy resource task in Rust. No, it's not. It's literally automatically generated. It's literally, they just grab the MVM or the APIs and literally auto generate the interfaces needed to connect. It's not thought of. Based from what I've read, they auto generate majority of the APIs. Where do you see Web Ideal? Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. Web Ideals. That's where they pull it from and then create a bindogen off of that. But there's libraries like JS Sys that actually makes things a little bit more easier. They create like containers and wrappers around these APIs and make it a little bit more easier to use. Like they have they've implemented, what was I using yesterday? I know Goo let me see, Goo Utils. Goo Utils. I have it in my resources. Damn it. Oh, wrong file. Yeah, Glue Utils. They provide like wrappers around like timers, your documents, your window. They give you access to like those APIs. You know, it makes things a little easier. And the same thing goes for JS Sys. JS Sys kind of like provides you with like wrappers for APIs like regular expression, like creating your own regular expressions. Like for instance, in my code here, actually the best, actually let me, so I created a custom form builder that basically takes a struct and builds out all the required fields based off of the properties of each field value. And I'm currently building out. I'm hitting myself against the head with this because there's so much better ways to handle this. But I'm building a front-end validator, basically, you know, taking validation rules, parsing them, and providing the message. You know, so like I'm trying to understand the ins and outs, but they give you the ability to access the regular expression method from within Rust, and they wrap it, so you don't have to do none of that unwrapping and stuff like that. You could just instantiate it and use it how you see fit. So it's like, so you just instantiate as if you were gonna instantiate it in JS. So that's directly from, yeah. And simple API access, like to test and match and things like that. It's really cool. But again, you're gonna be doing a lot of extra things, you know, things that you wouldn't usually do just to make, you know, get the functionality you need. But yeah, so I'm struggle busting right now. I'm running into some issues here. You'll be unwrapping a lot. You'll be checking if things exist a lot of the time. You'll be dealing with options, results, and async in a way that's probably going to be your worst enemy, because you're going to be catching yourself actually got you. That's good. I mean, then you might be in a little bit better shape, because backend is definitely easier. Like I'm using Actix for my like routing and routing management and like middleware, and that's not what I want. It's similar to, you know, things you would be familiar with. So let's see where we are. Now this is a bad example. I'll just show you this one. So the documentation doesn't really like explain it like this. I've kind of created my own implementation of how I feel like it's a little bit better to be structured architecturally wise. So I created like a register route in my account controller, which handles like all the routes for account type APIs. And then, you know, I'm basically creating like a middleware right here, a wrap that just authenticates my access token, which I'm encrypting on login, well, on account creation. And it basically just abstracts this a little bit better and like organize things so I could reuse a lot of the methods in the back end. So no, if you, it's really, you could do what you've been doing with I think you were using Next.js or Express. I'm not sure. I don't know what the backend is of Blip. But like documentation, it's there for Actix. I don't know what's a routing system your company is going to use, but I chose this one just because I saw it on the top of the list of the benchmark reports. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go with this. But there's probably other things out there. I know people use Tokyo, and there's one called Dragon or Dragoon or something like that. I don't know. And then you have WebSockets. Oh, that's just my heartbeat. Yeah, disregard the crappy code. Here we go. You'll also be dealing with a lot of these messaging, message handling, or these enums when dealing with communications from either like a routes or handling multiple message types. You'll be dealing with this a lot. Yeah, I do this traditionally in TypeScript. Like I would use switches for everything. But it could get kind of like, imagine if you didn't have code collapse or code folding. Like it becomes kind of too much when dealing with like objects that you need in the same space or scope. But this is like an example of the WebSocket. So essentially, I'm waiting for binary objects. This is what handles my video clips merging. Like I created a feedback, a video feedback widget. Thanks for the follow, Lucien. So I created this little video feedback widget. Basically, people can install it on all their websites, and it allows them to record their video, pause it, think of what they're about to say next, and then record the remaining of their clip. And then I essentially use FFmpeg to like merge these video files together, and then provide them like a clean playback experience, right? And I'm doing a lot of the heavy load, like capturing the videos on the front end. Like I'm using WebM to basically record the webcam stream and audio stream, and basically pushing that to the WebSocket. And depending on how big the WebSocket is, or not the WebSocket, the file, the binary buffer that I'm sending is, it'll either send a single binary object or a continuation binary object. And this is like, you know, standard WebSocket mechanisms, but they Actix has made it pretty like easy to understand where things are. And then you have you know, basic, I don't know, Impl and Structs just remind me of classes, honestly. And then, you know, things like this, like get cookie value, you know, I kind of had to like, you'll probably catch yourself doing this. Like I would create little helpers just to like repurpose some of this code, you know, because I don't want to rewrite this over and over again if I need to grab a cookie value, you know. But yeah. Yeah, you have to. It's just, there's a lot of unwrapping. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks. Thanks for the follow too. Let's see if we could fix this. We are close. There's something definitely going on here. There is an issue with this. I'm definitely blurring out of an object other than squares going off. Alright, so where do we leave off? So the main issue is I'm blurring out of an object, element that doesn't exist within the form. So the ID or the name of the form is inaccessible or just a blank object. So if I were to go like this, unreachable. Exactly right here. All right. up here. 178. My target lookup is this guy. Redo this. Value of oh man, Discord. You're too funny. What's the, we're dealing with local string. To local string, that's what we're doing now. But I know there's another method that just gives me the name. To start day. It's not what I want. I think that property is only available if I have access to this guy. Unfortunately, that's not going to be helpful. Hold on. I think I'm doing this up here. We got input type, text. I'm doing it within my rules. Yep. Okay. This is definitely what's going on. Query. think it's two different things, actually. That would have been so helpful. Events. Yeah, this is totally not what I want. Oh boy. Alright.
Everybody, move your body.
Alright. There we go. Some focus events. Alright. Well, let's put this here. Okay. There we go. Alright, so how? That makes no freaking sense. How the hell don't you have... Oh man. Some things just don't make any sense. Value of. Let's see what this gives us. I have a feeling it's one of these methods that give me what I'm looking for. Function, nope. I have to think about this a little bit more because I mean, that's not what I want. I mean, a simple resolution for now. Why am I unwrapping? Oh, because I'm wrapping it in some. We're gonna do an if let we are gonna do that. That is what we're doing. That's exactly what we're doing. All right. Simple solution. Simple solution. I don't like it, but it will have to do for now. I just want to get this moving so I can work on some something else. Let's give it a try. You shouldn't even be running a field that's in a field, no? Oh. Let's try this out. There's still something going on. 2, 2, 2, 2. No, we'll go back to what we had real quick. If field ID team. Right. Still not there. Hydration is not working properly. Why not? All right. To do. Change. Edit. All right, I think that's gonna be where I leave off. I do want to leave a comment though, right here. Yep, I think that's about it. We refracted a little bit. We're getting really close to completing these validations. I want to provide a better experience. Right now, if I update a field that I'm trying to compare with, actually, I think I have an idea. Darn it. Nah, you see, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I'll worry about this tomorrow. I just have to figure out how to resolve this compare bug. If the fields do match after adjusting another field that I'm supposed to be comparing with, the previous field doesn't update its error list. So I have to figure out a way to check and hydrate the form and basically display the proper errors. I'm getting close though. Hope everyone had a good time. Enjoyed it, and